our geography. But we have a little desert in the Rajasthan and Gujarat area. And that desert is arid, really arid, and they are trying very hard to make it green. But you will be surprised to know, if you go to Kutch, how green they have made using whatever scarce amount of water they have. Now, you can see, yes, that little portion, that is white. And these mining people are making it green. You will appreciate. This is the beautiful place called Kutch. Kutch means Kachua, tortoise. And लोग बोलते हैं ना कि कच्छ नहीं देखा तो कुछ नहीं देखा. आपको जाना चाहिए एक बार कच्छ. अब देख के आइए माइनिंग वाले लोग कितना अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं. And this is the place of diverse topography, like Run of Kutch and Asia's largest, bunny grassland. Then there are areas like oldest places of civilization like Dholabira, forts, temples, and people. They are very hardworking. And apart from that, it has a lot of minerals also, like lignite, bauxite, gypsum, limestone, china clay, silica sand, which that particular mining company is mining out from those lands. It also has thermal power plant because it is serving as a power sector also. It is mining lignite and using it in the thermal power plant. And they produce around 12 to 13 million tons per year, if I am correct. Now I will show you some pictures, as my previous presenters has showed. This is one of the mine few years ago. You can see, as all mining land, it becomes barren, and Kutch is more barren. There are very less trees, so it had become more barren because of the mining activities. But later you can see what beautiful place they have made. This is the cross section of the mine. You can see a number of colors. They are not only doing mining of lignite, they are also mining silica sand, they are mining ball clay, they are mining. So from the same mines, we can say that they are getting so many minerals, but we mine only coal here in eastern part. There are other minerals also. I am searching for some critical minerals in the coal mine, in the overburden material. You see how barren these mines becomes after taking out the coal or the lignite. And there we go and collect water. And you can see this land. This land has been totally reclaimed by these people, by GMDC, made it horizontal. And then they have converted this land into green lands, grasslands. You can see how they have restored their slopes. They are using drip irrigation. They are using very less water, whatever they have. Because these mining land, the water table has gone much below. So we have to feed those plants which we shed over the barren reclaimed land. These are some of the area where we do experiments there in Kutch. You can see how one photo was 5 years ago, and later on you can see the plants are growing. This is how you can see a dump which has been reclaimed after, say, 4 or 5 years. We have started the project in 18, and you can see how green it has been made in those area. You can see the people. Some of the mining land are being used by the people to plant castor, pomegranate, mangoes. They are exporting mangoes. Kutch is exporting mangoes. Why not Jharkhand? These are the people of Gujarat. So hardy. They are using a single drop of water to grow these barren land into agricultural land. You can see pomegranate developing after 2 years of plantation. And they are Kutch is the largest district of India and least population but highest cattle, the cattle population, what we call that, livestock. And how will they feed? This mining land has been converted into gochar land, pasture land. And the cattle like buffaloes, like cows, and the camels, they feed on this land. And they are supplying cattle to the entire country. And these are the trees which we have planted in those areas. And yes, they have very less water. Whatever mine water they are getting, they are treating and supplying it to the colony. And the colonies, the residential quarters, they don't waste the water. They are giving their used water for agricultural purpose. Entire water is being supplied for agriculture. And these are the rainwater harvesting system they are using. It's called Bhumro technique. They are using a pipe method to inject the rainwater, whatever rain they get, around 300 mm only, and that too very scanty. They are using it for rainwater harvesting system. And there are some more photos. We are using drones for agriculture purpose. You can see vast land are being used for agriculture. And this is one of the repurposing. They are using some of the dumps for developing solar power because lignite is decreasing. So lignite mines, some of the mines are closed, partially closed. And so these lands are used for producing power. This is repurposing. And we, ISM, we go to their places, giving them training, making them aware about the environment and how to make their land more green. We conducted several seminars, and GMDC has helped us a lot in that area. This is the gist of the whole presentation, that you can see how the land was and how the land has been repurposed for various purposes, like water supply, like mine water supply, like power plant, like electric, what do you call that, solar power plant, like rainwater harvesting system and agricultural system. And these are some of the other places where I have done work. This is one in Jamadoba where I used to work many years ago. Now they have developed that area as mining area into a beautiful park. My mentor, Mr. Sanjay Singh, Mr. Misra, they are here. You can see how the mining lands have been converted into beautiful parks. And since this is a presentation of Ministry of Mines, you can see we go to extreme south also in Bellary, and this mine belongs to Sandur Manganese and Iron Ore Limited, and they are also doing a very good mining, and they are closing the mine out, doing a very good progressive mine closure in that land. So thank you very much. And you can see these lands can be used for this purpose. You can see this is my imagination, that why not those lands which are barren, those dumps, can be converted into this type of figures, so that you can improve tourism in those areas. You can see these type of temples can be developed in the dumps to promote tourism. When there will be no coal, at least tourists will come. And we have also proposed in the last World Mining Congress in Brisbane that Australia, you have a big desert and we have a very small desert. You give us your land, we will reclaim it. And they have given us opportunity, and they have given some projects, and there is a lot of student exchange, and three of my students have gone there for doing the study and transferring technology from India to Australia, not from Australia to here. These are the land, and we are planning that there is a mine in Kalgoorlie in Western Australia, gold mines, and that is absolutely barren, and we have told them that we will be making the gold is almost exhausted there, and we have said that we will fill it with water and and we'll reclaim that mined out land, and we'll make the land a better place to live in. And our Honorable Minister, Prime Minister Modi ji also went there, and they said that Indian School of Mines can do very good in the area of mining. So I also personally take this very, with a lot of enthusiasm to go Australia and to do a lot of collaborative work. Thank you very much. I won't take much time.
Thank you, Biswajit ji, for the commendable work you have done in association with GMDC for land restoration. In fact, I was posted there in Kutch region in the year 2001, and that time that area is known for barren land. But about 6-7 years back, when I visited that place, there are lush forests, lot of developments taking place, and this is happening only because of all these initiatives. So moving forward, I will now request our colleague from NMDC to talk about the efforts taken by the company for the sustainability.
Presentation, please. Good afternoon, respected Additional Chief Secretary, Ministry of Mines and Coal, and leaders from the mining fraternity, academicians, farmers, CMDs. Welcome to all for this international conference. I am M. Jaipal Reddy, Executive Director, looking after resource planning and production and coordination at NMDC Corporate Office, Hyderabad. We are the leaders in the iron ore, one of the iron ore producing company. So this is our portfolio. NMDC was established in the 1958, and we have crossed 10 million tons of production in 1978 and 20 million tons in 2005, and 2015 30 million tons. And we have also commissioned an integrated steel plant in the Jagdalpur, which is a backward district in the Chhattisgarh state, of 3 million ton per capacity, and we have surpassed 40 million tons production in 2022, and this year we are targeting about 53 million tons of iron ore production, and by 2030 we are targeting around 100 million tons of iron ore production, for which capital investment of about 70 to 80,000 crores is under the pipeline. And similarly, we also have 2 coal blocks in Jharkhand, Hyderabad, and 1 gold mine in Australia. And we are also producing pellets in the state of Karnataka, and we are also having one diamond mine in the state of Madhya Pradesh at Panna. So this is our presence in the domestic and international presence. Next, please. So as I said, currently we have the EC capacity of 73.8 million tons, and various capacity augmentation schemes are under the process, and we have the target of reaching 100 million tons by 2030, for which we are working very hard to achieve that our goal. So since it is we are all from the mining fraternity, so the mining is directly contributed to the land, so land degradation, and it is also associated with other impacts that in the form of air pollution and water pollution and waste dump management. Please, next slide. So this is at the NMDC. Earlier we have that tagline of eco-friendly miners and miners to nation. Now we have shifted the tagline to responsible mining. So we are following the legal provisions of the MCDR Rule 22 for Progressive Mine Closure Plan and Final Mine Closure Plan. And we are also following, for taking up inclusive growth, we are spending a lot of amount in the CSR. And we are also demonstrating our ESG requirement under the global reporting GRI principles. And we are adopting various technologies such as mine planning software, fleet management system, mine transport and surveillance, and GIS and drone surveys, and blast simulation softwares. And coming to the sustainable mining operations, mining can become more environmental sustainable by developing and integrating practices that reduce environmental impact of mining operations. These practices include reduce, recycle, and reuse, minimize the land degradation, and utilization of waste, and reducing the soil, water, and air pollution. So in NMDC mines, we are using the barest forest land, because most of our mining operations are located in the reserve forest land. So we are optimally utilizing the land for mining and creating various infrastructure facilities. Most of our iron ore transportation is through from the hilltop to foothill up to the loading plant is through a system of conveyors. We are not deploying any trucks and other road transportation. From loading plant, all the 99% of the ore will be go through the railway lines, and some in the form of conveyor to our neighboring AMNS company. And we are also coming up with a slurry pipeline from Bailadila sector to our Jagdalpur to the steel plant. So as I said, this seminar is actually focused towards the best closure practices and mine closure practices. So other than land degradation, mining will have the effect on the environment in the form of air pollution and water pollution. So these are the best practices we are adapting in the NMDC. So we at dumper platform, we have automated water sprinkling. Whenever dumper comes and unloads, the sprinklers will automatically turn and give the mist water spray with the compressed air. And we are using the long haul conveyors for transportation of ore from the hilltop to bottom. And we are regularly monitoring the air pollutants by establishing continuous ambient air quality monitoring stations. There are 3 stations in each mining lease at a 120 degrees radius. And as per our studies, all the parameters are well within the statutory limits. And definitely mining operations will have a lot of surface runoff water, and when you are having the mineral beneficiation operation, a lot of pollutants will come. So we have to take care of towards the water pollution management. So the slimes during the wet screening operations are being dumped in the tailing dams. We have 4 number of tailing dams, and all workshop effluents are treated in the effluent treatment plants. All township effluents are treated in the well-established sewerage treatment plants of sequential batch reactor technology plants. And surface runoff, we have engaged ICFRI, an autonomous organization of MOFCC. They have come up with a plan. So as per the plan, we have constructed various number of check dams, check bunds, and the gabion check dams, loose boulder check dams, and silt settling tanks. And we are also implementing soil and water conservation works through the local forest department. See, this is a okay. So NMDC has also established 1.2 MTPA slime beneficiation pellet plant at Donamallai. So during the process of wet screening operations, slimes have been generated, legacy slimes are accumulated in the tailing dams. So we are using that slimes for beneficiation purpose and for making the pellets. In the Bailadila sector also, we are coming up with a beneficiation plants and transportation of the slimes, beneficiated slimes through pipeline from Bailadila to recently commissioned steel plant. There we are going to establish the pellet plant. Again, that pellets will be used in the steel plant for making the steel. So these are the various waste dump management practices we are adapting. Next. So these are the stabilization of the dumps. Next, please. So in NMDC also, we are taking a lot of afforestation measures. Mostly since our leases are located in the forest area, that is already forest area, so we are undertaking the gap plantation to increase the density of the trees. Next. So these are the various photographs of the afforestation and gap plantation at various mines. Next. Next. So we are also contributing a flagship program of Harrier Chhattisgarh. Government has taken this plantation drive. So we have contributed about 103.52 crores to government for undertaking roadside tree plantations and black plantation in the state of Chhattisgarh. And we are also implementing various biodiversity conservation plans. We have engaged one Calcutta-based IBROD. They have surveyed our entire areas, and they have come up with a biodiversity conservation plans. And these plans were got approved by the Chief Wildlife Warden. And the plan cost is around 60.67 crores, and the entire amount has been deposited with the Forest Department. Now Forest Department is implementing the various plans as per the approved plans by Chief Wildlife CWLW. So NMDC is also demonstrating in the form of ESG. So we have become a partner in 2005 for UN Global Compact, and 2015 we have started the publishing the greenhouse gas emissions report. And in 2017, we have released the first sustainability report. And in 2025, we are targeting for net zero strategic development. So we are undertaking every year the scope 1, scope 2 and emissions. And recently, we have also started the calculating the scope 3 emissions. So coming to the mine closure obligations, I will take 1 minute. So presently, since in coal mines and bauxite mines, the concurrent reclamation is very much possible, but in iron ore mines, since our benches are lowering down, so the concurrent reclamation may not be possible, but we are taking up the progressive mine closure plan, and we are submitting the bank guarantees to IBM. Next. So regarding the final mine closure plan, NMDC has come up with a voluntary mine closure obligation scheme in the year 2009-10. So for every ton of production, presently we are depositing 15 rupees per ton of iron ore production with LIC for undertaking in future the mine closure obligations. So the fund we are depositing with LIC, so far the fund accumulated with LIC with interest is 1,469 crores. So this fund will be exclusively with the LIC, and the fund will be utilized in future for undertaking in very systematic way the final mine closure obligations. And these are the various CSR activities being implemented by NMDC at surrounding projects. So we have established a very educational city in Gidam, which was visited by our Honorable Prime Minister. We have Asta Gurukul, Saksham, lot of CSR programs. So this is Balika Shikshana Yojana. And this we have established various skill development programs in the form of Polytechnic College, ITI. Next, please. So the midday meal schemes. Next. So these are the various CSR expenditure in the NMDC. So with adoption of latest technologies for mining and ore processing and best practices of environmental protection measures, the environmental impacts associated with NMDC mining operations are reduced to a great extent and progressing in an environmental sustainability manner. Thanks. Thank you all.
Thank you, Jaipal, for the presentation on the green initiative and community interventions given by NMDC. Now, I just wanted to call Sharma ji from IBM, Indian Bureau of Mines, to give a different perspective about the initiatives taken by Government of India, Ministry of Mines, to promote sustainable and responsible mining. Sharma ji.
Thank you very much. Very warm welcome and greetings to all the dignitaries, those who are present here. When I stand up here to deliver my presentation, as a matter of fact, I recall that today we are gathered here for two important causes. Number one, a sustainable mining, and number two, a scientific closure. These two stories unfolded in our own department in Indian Bureau of Mines from this very place where I'm standing today, when I was part of the Hyderabad regional office, and we did a lot of work on these two aspects. And as a result of which, there came a sustainable development framework, which was launched by the Ministry of Mines, and followed by that, the star rating system, which evaluates the footprints of the mining on various parameters. So this is an important juncture where we are, and I start my presentation. If it is available, otherwise I'll start. So what Indian Bureau of Mines, along with the industry, is doing today, this is what I'm trying to explain. As a matter of fact, we need to take care of the sustainable mining to balance the industrial growth along with the social responsibilities is our motto. This includes, of course, scientific exploration is one of the key aspects to map the entire ore body, to do the optimal mining, for benefit sharing, for environmental safeguarding. And the key to all these issues are our National Mineral Policy 2019. We also did the work of aligning with global SDG goals, Sustainable Development Goals, mining reforms aiming to serve as global model for responsible resource management.
Sharmaji, you don't have the presentation?
I have given them, I don't know where is the presentation, sir. I asked even in the beginning in the first session.
Okay. Can you please try? Okay. So please continue. Please continue.
Then, actually so what are the key areas which we are targeting at is responsible extraction is the one area where our goal is zero waste mining. We want to use everything which we mine out, and we want to use it, as everybody knows that every rock is a usable commodity. Then to do that, we need to adopt the scientific and eco-friendly mining techniques to do so. Then one of the important key aspect is the community benefit sharing. Everyone asks for his benefits, that any project if comes in your vicinity, how it is going to be beneficial for us. So wherever any project is taken up, it is important that how we take the social licensing from the local or the host community. So ensuring the local community is gained through DMF is one of the key aspects which was introduced through the legislative reforms to ensure their livelihood and infrastructure development in the mining areas or the mining affected areas. Then trust and transparency are the two other aspects which needs to be ensured. So what we have done for this and what can be done for this is the e-governance for the clearance. I may like to inform the entire gathering that Indian Bureau of Mines is one such department which is entirely online. We don't deal in the physical form, no paperwork. It is all online in the form of the MTS, which anyone can have the access to, even the government agencies, central government agencies, state government agencies, and the state governments as well. Then the holistic integration is one of the most important aspects. The environmental, social, and economic aspects integrated from mine planning to the post-closure is one of the key areas which goes into the policy framework, and which is what it has gone into our sustainable development framework as well. Mining and the Make in India vision aims to transform India into a global manufacturing hub, and the critical mineral along with our base metals is the key to achieve this goal. Now if we take the holistic view of the 17 sustainable development goals which have been identified by the Niti Aayog as well, how we can align our mining policies and our own work with that when we are doing with the mining is, goal number 1 is no poverty. So local employment and inclusive growth of the direct and indirect employment which mining generates is one of the key areas. One goal is good health. So when mining reaches there, and through the DMFs as well, we create the pollution controls, we provide the sanitation over there, and we also organize the camps to create awareness about the health. Then clean water is one of the important aspects. Wherever these projects go, they ensure through the DMF, through their own CSR fundings, the clean water, availability of the clean water in the surrounding villages. Then decent work, where the fair wages and skill training are the two important aspects which are ensured by the mining industry wherever it goes. Innovation, new techniques, use of the space technology, AI, and low emission technologies can be used to ensure the innovative aspects of the SDGs. Another one is the climate action. And by generating the green energy, by using the energy efficient machineries and the renewables, we can take care of this aspect. Afforestation and plantation clubbed with it. Then life on land. So reclamation and biodiversity plans, these are the two important aspects of our policy initiatives. Now, if I talk about the Sustainable Development Framework which was launched, as Sundaraman Saab some time ago said that we must copy the best practices. So we have adopted it from the ICMM, IUCN guidelines, but at the same time we have ensured that it is customized to our own mining conditions. And for that matter, it is a 7-principle based framework which says that environmental sensitivities should be addressed to while granting the mining leases. Number 2 is the strategic assessment of the key mining areas. What exactly is the pollution load? What exactly is the capacity of those areas? Then the 3rd principle says the managing impact at the mine level itself. This is the 3rd principle. Then addressing the land issues, land resettlement issues as far as the mining is concerned. The 4th principle is mine closure and the post-closure issues. Next is community engagement and the benefit sharing. And last but not the least is the assurances and the transparent reporting system. These are the 7 tenets of our Sustainable Development Framework, which has been launched by the Ministry of Mines. And what exactly are the regulatory instruments which back all these initiatives? One is the legal backing. It has been mandated under Rule 35 of the MCDR 35 that every mine should report through a set template, that is online process, which is known as the star rating system, their initiatives and their work done, so that a rating can be given to them and their footprints can be evaluated based upon these principles. Then what it does is that this evaluation framework, it includes environmental stewardship and social responsibilities and technological innovations. The policy alignments are Sustainable Development Framework. This is the key, and our national mineral policies and regulatory framework. What is the outcome of all these efforts is a quantifiable, transparent monitoring tool transforming sustainability principles into compliance-based governance. Now, I talked about the star rating system, what it is. As a matter of fact, it is an evaluation system which has been developed by the Indian Bureau of Mines based upon all these principles to evaluate the mining operations and to award them the star rating. What it does is that it has got the 4 modules. The module 1 says the managing impacts at the mine level. 2 is final progressive mine closure plan and landscape restoration. Module 3rd is addressing social impacts and R&R requirements, community engagement and welfare programs. And module 4 is assurance and the reporting. And how this system works. It is there on the website of the Indian Bureau of Mines. One can enter into it. The first step is self-assessment of your own activities. So system awards marks based upon what you are filling the information. And it does this thing. And then second thing is validation. And the third thing is final award of the star ratings. So what we have done under this star rating system is the green energy integration. 46% of the operational mines energy needs are met via renewables. Ecological rehabilitation, if we look at the data, is almost more than 20% has been reclaimed and rehabilitated. Then community engagement, CSR and initiative, 125% of the committed expenditure has been done by the mining communities. So I understand that these are some of the aspects I would like to say. I have been asked to cut short it. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Piyush ji. To supplement what CG IBM has stated about the initiatives of IBM to promote sustainable and green mining practices. Recently, the norms of star rating have been reviewed. We had done a lot of stakeholder consultation, and then a lot of new parameters have been included. And the main purpose of all these intervention was to ensure that all the efforts should be made so that the commitments of the miner to ensure sustainable mining shall be ensured. So all that information is already available in the website of IBM and Ministry of Mines. And the mine tenement system has also been recently upgraded. So that is also an information worth looking for. Now, to continue our discussions related to sustainable mining, we have Kishore from Hindustan Zinc Limited with me, and I will request Kishore, he is Chief Operating Officer, Hindustan Zinc Limited, to please present about the interventions given by Hindustan Zinc to promote this area. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Respected dignitaries from the Department of Mines, Mine Ministry, and dignitaries from the industry, press, dignitaries from the educational institutes, and the expatriates who have come here to share your global best practices. Good afternoon to all of you. First of all, I would like to thank the Mine Ministry for giving Hindustan Zinc Limited an opportunity to present our best practices, what we are doing. Let me introduce myself. I am Kishore Kumar, basically a mining engineer. I am working with Hindustan Zinc Limited since the last 27 years. I've seen the way Hindustan Zinc Limited has transitioned and implemented many sustainable practices in mining. Next slide, please. Next. So I'll introduce Hindustan Zinc Limited first. We operate 8 mines across Hindustan Zinc Limited, and we are India's largest zinc producer. We contribute to 80% of zinc consumption in India. We are the world's second largest integrated zinc producers. One of our mine, Rampura Agucha mine, is world's largest zinc producing mine. So with this background, I would like to start with the best practices what we are doing. Next slide, please. So our sustainable mining practices, we have divided into 2. One, the responsible sustainable operation, and wherein we have set our ESG goals, and innovative mining methods for minimizing the footprint and maximizing the mining recovery. So this is how we have divided our mining sustainable activities. Next slide, please. I'll start with our ESG goals. Next. So we have taken a target of doing good for the climate change, minimizing the climate change. We have taken a target of reducing our carbon footprint by 0.5 million tons of per year. So for that, we as a Hindustan Zinc Limited consume around 650 megawatt of power, of which we have signed off for 530 megawatt of RE power, of which we already started consuming 23% this year. By end of next year, we will be 80% renewable energy sourced power company. Next is water stewardship. Currently we are 3.2 times water positive, and we want by end of 2030, we want to get to 5 times water positivity. For that we have taken many actions. We are having 60 MLD of sewerage treatment plants. We have constructed 10 MLD of water purification, wherein whatever water we get in the mining, we convert that into almost potable water, and we have reduced the water footprint. Next slide, please. Circular economy. Almost all the smelter production, whatever we are doing, the slag, we are using it for the recycling, for construction and other purposes. As far as biodiversity is concerned, the best activity what we have done is, we have reduced our mining footprint itself. If I talk about 2017, till 2017, 50% of production was coming from open pit. Now, from that level of 12 million tons, we have raised our mining capacity to 18 million tons, and 100% of the production now is coming from underground itself. That itself has reduced our footprint across the globe and across the surface. Second one, for plantation, we are using novel methods. One is on the waste dump, we are stretching the geotextiles and planting over that. We are using the Miyawaki technology, that is also helping us to do the plantation even on the dry and rocky surfaces. And we have already also started the microGR technology, wherein the bacteria is sprayed onto the rock surface, which makes it fertile. Next slide, please. So we'll move forward to the next one. So this was about our ESG goals. Now we'll talk about some of the actions. I mean, this I already talked about. Next slide. Next. Please move to the next slide. Next slide, please. Yeah. Now coming to the mining. In mining, as I said, the first action what we have taken towards the sustainable mining is transition from open pit to underground. As I said, we are producing the underground mines. We have made our underground mine more productive than even the open pit mine. Our open pit mine was producing 6 million tons. Now on our underground mining itself, we are able to produce around 6 million tons from the underground itself by using the best technology, whatever is available globally. Next, we have started the underground backfilling methods. Previously, we were mining around 60% of the mine, ore what was available. Around 40% we were leaving as pillars to protect the underground. Now we are doing filling method, wherein already we are recovering 80%, and we are thinking in terms of going to 90% recovery. We'll be talking in detail regarding that. And we have started internal dumping of waste. We are not even bringing even a single ton of waste unless it is required for creating some more facilities. We are not bringing any waste at all. And we have started using the dry tailing plant. I mean, I'll be explaining in the next slide, upcoming slide. Next slide, please. So this is about the dry tailing plant. Previously, our ore, whatever we are mining, it has got around 7 to 8% of ore. This metal, this means that around 93% is waste. We were bringing that outside and storing into tailing dams, so which was having its own problems. Now since last 4 years, we have started dry tailing, India's first dry tailing plant, wherein we squeeze the tailing, we make it around 90%, around 8 to 9% moisture, and we are actually placing it. We are not pouring the tailing, we are actually placing the tailing. If you can see in the bottom picture, what you can see, it is a tailing dam, which used to be a tailing dam. It never looks like a tailing dam. Whatever waste, as I said, we are bringing it, it is just to cover over it, so that even during the summer and during the windy period, there is no dust which is flying. So this is very, very successfully working with us now. And there are 2 more mines there also. In 2 years' time, we will be transitioning complete to the dry tailing plants. Next one, please. Next is the paste filling technology. So initially we were doing the open mining, wherein whatever we were mining, 60%, 40% we were leaving as pillars. Now we have started backfilling. Even in backfilling, we are using the latest technology called paste filling, which has become much more stronger and advantageous. Go to the next slide, please. So what we are able to do with paste fill technology is that our conventional mining, we come down and start mining from bottom to top. By using the paste fill technology, please go to the next slide, we are able to fill and we are able to go below this paste and develop into the paste filling whatever we have done, and we are able to mine from bottom. That way, our recovery, whatever was around in the range of around 70, that has gone to 80, and this year we will be achieving around 85% recovery. So this is one technology all the metal mine across the globe across India can use it, wherein we are able to reduce the issues, safety issues of tailing and placing waste, and we are able to recover more from underground. So I would like to thank the IBM, PN Sharma Saab and entire IBM team. They have been the driving force behind us to think innovatively towards sustainable mining, wherein we mine sustainably and try to not to leave even a single gram of ore underground. Thank you very much. Thanks for giving an opportunity. Thanks.
Thank you very much for the presentation on the initiatives taken by Hindustan Zinc Limited related to creation of water bodies, because that area is water deficient, and also for afforestation, community development. Lot of initiatives they have taken. Now we have our last panelist. So I will request Ms. Leena from Sisa Goa to present on the case study related to mine reclamation in Goa. Ms. Leena.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, dignitaries on DS and off DS. I am between the lunch time and the last presenter, so I will not take much time. I may not even use your entire, what I can say, 10 minutes. I want this. Can you help me run the video? Yeah? So basically, everybody since morning spoke about mine closure, initiatives on different mines on mine closure. The case study what I'm presenting here is a mine closure which is much before even 1998 or 2000 when the closure law was in place. So it is the Sezagoa or Vedanta, I'll say that we always believed in holistic development where triple bottom line, environment, along with economics, environment and social impact plays an important role. So if I see this as a case, then the case study is like we have involved communities. We wanted to repurpose what we are talking about. This is all in older times. I'm not giving any new initiative, but if I speak about, this is a lease area of roughly 300 hectares what we had, and how I don't know. Can you help me? We'll do next. Okay, fine. So if I see this, then this mine was operational in 60s or 70s and was closed down in 90s. In 90s, we just went with a reclamation, which was basically an acacia and a cashew, which is a cash crop in Goa, because that was grown very well, and the community was preferring those cashew because they used to use the used fruit. So the initial plantation went with this, and we reclaimed the area. At the same time, the pits were converted into a rainwater harvesting pits as well as pisciculture. Now, partners there was National Institute of Oceanography. Maximum work in SEZA happened with a partnership with academicians as well as with a government partnership, because their role plays a very important whenever you are implementing some new initiatives on the mines. So pits were converted into pisciculture. We had various infrastructure like barracks, some of the workshops which was converted in 90s into technical school, which is a 2 years course for 4-5 trades which we have implemented during that time with an intent of making the community employable, because there was lot of dependency on mining community around, and this quality education or a quality ITI training which we gave was useful basically for ourselves first, but now it is been for the entire Goa or outside Goa people come and pick them up. Then when we were doing all this, we realized that initial monoculture what we created was only looking like a very common jungle. So intent was we worked with forest department then and developed a Sakri management plan where we decided to actually thin out the acacia, casuarina what we have planted, and we introduce the species which are horticulture, right, just to. Actually, there was a myth that nothing can grow on the mine. One of the previous speakers spoke about there is devoid of the land waste material is devoid of organic matter. Nothing can grow, and that was the fact. And initially, all this after the stabilization of your monoculture, which thinned, and we developed all horticulture gardens, spice plantation, and then into a Nakshatra Vatika and Charak Vatika, which is basically to create an awareness and also create a seed of conservation of medicinal plant within. It is nothing that those medicinal plant has been harvested, but these are the thematic concepts which are available, and that time this worked. Nowadays, if I see, there are many other things which we are doing on the mines, like we use a biotechnological approach for actually greening the dump, and this was an initiative with NIRI and Lund University of Sweden, where the saplings were treated, and we have seen that within 3 years, if the aftercare is provided, then the plants grow very well. So do we tried Miyawaki, which is an excellent initiative again, and also and research with an ectomycorrhiza. Ectomycorrhiza actually acts as a bridge between the leguminous root system as well as the organic manures around you. So that has worked. Now if I'm still on my third, where we in 2010 these initiatives were implemented. Then came 2011 onwards, something new which was introduced, like we involved CONBAC, which is a bamboo developing NGO or working or researching on bamboo, and we developed a bamboo setum with 25 odd species from different parts of India, and we planted them on our own mines. And then bamboo setum was, after bamboo setum, we developed an excellence center, which is nothing but a bamboo pavilion, where all our initiatives or excellence, it is used as an excellence center for training for the community as well as depicting all our good work which has been done. while we do all this, we kept in mind that there isn't studies which was required to understand what we are doing is right or not. So third parties were involved for understanding what is the faunal species which has been seen, whether the plants have been growing. And we have realized that Goa University and there are third-party NGOs who did see that there are different types of species which are growing, and hills have been growing on the mines, and that shows that land is come to normal. Now, since morning, I heard a lot about solar park can be used. Yes, there could be various initiatives which can. I want to just bring one attention and a help from the gathered audience over here. What happens actually to the land later the mining? Even if we do all this, how the community gets employment out of this or a livelihood out of this is a key which we all should work upon. Because finally, when you are mining, you are not buying the land, but you are just taking the surface right of the lands around from the people whose land it is, and giving that land in the form which is useful for them is a key. So we are working still because it was a cashew plantation, because it was the plantation which is of need to them. It has been still utilized, but otherwise it is a question, if it is just an open pits, if it is just a water, and if the mines are over, what is that? How the government should work very closely with us and use this. Maybe the investment come from us, but the purpose should be how the community or if for the state of where we are mining, it should be utilized. So that is a key where we should get some answers, sir. This is my request as a speaker, because I have not still find the answers for this. We have done a lot of things which can be presented, but then crux remains to be if the community tomorrow comes and says that yes, this land is of no use to us, it is, please backfill the pits, please, I don't want water, where the government intervention has to be there. Sure. So, now, next. These are some of the photographs. These are some of the photographs of Miyawaki plantation, what has been done, how the we are allowing the students from the educational hubs, etc., to visit and see and experience the mining and mine closure, because people initially, the perception was mining is not a good industry, but I see it is as an alternative land use which has been we occupied and then give back to the community. We have the institutes like technical school and football academy on that same mine. So if I consider that 203 hectares, then we have pisciculture, we have water harvesting, we have 2 schools, we have horticulture gardens, we have, it could be a very good eco-tourist spot, but question still remains whether the land goes back to the company one. And Mr. Kishore has already given the ESG initiatives of Hindustan Zinc. All the sectors of Vedanta is working on it. I came very specifically with a mine case, closure of mine study. Otherwise, the entire team is working on this triple bottom line where community remains to be the core in any decision making, because they are the immediate impacted. And there are a lot of CSR initiatives which we drive, basically for skilling and making them employable or touching the livelihoods of the people. Rest all like it may be in health, education, those are the initiatives which still run, but the core focus still remains to be on skilling. It may be short-term skilling, it may be long-term skilling, it may be ITI, it may be vocational, but it may be even farm-based skilling, because finally the livelihood and entrepreneurship development remains to be the key. We have partnered with Department of Fisheries, CONBAC, FRI, Forest Department. We always take the inputs of IBM because they are the actually governance for us, but in addition also comes with various new ideas which can be implemented through them. Next.
Okay.
Done? I'm done? Okay, thank you. I still like to talk a little bit about football academy which is there on that mine. The entire turf of football which has been done on the waste dump. We also have more than 10 national level boys who are playing. We are now focusing on women football also, and how we are integrating the grassroots, meaning all the operational area footballers into the academy is a key. So thank you so much for giving me this time.
Thank you, Ms. Leena, to present on areas other than normal CSR activities, the work you are doing or the CESA Goa is doing. Now we have come to the end of this session, and from my side I would like to thanks all the presenter present here from the industry, from IBM, from RPSU, to give details of the interventions they are giving to promote sustainable and sensible mining. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Let's show some more energy in the room. After all, we had one lovely woman speaking for all of us, making it little sweeter. Huge round of applause, please. That was the end of the session. And may I now request the coal controller, ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome Shri N. Sajeesh Kumar Garu to do the honors for our honorable speakers. May I request all of you to please come forward, please. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the moderator Shri Vivek Kumar Bajpai, the Joint Secretary of Ministry of Mines, Government of India. Also we have Shri B. Prabhakaran Garu, Managing Director of Triveni Earth Movers Private Limited. Ms. Leena Verenkar, the Head of CSR Vedanta Limited, CESA Goa Iron Ore Division. Shri Bijesh Jagaru, the President and Head of Bauxite and Coal at Hindalco. Shri Jaipal Reddy Garu, the Executive Director at NMDC Limited, Hyderabad. Professor Biswajit Paul, a mining engineering graduate and PhD from IIT ISM Dhanbad, a renowned expert in mining environment. And also we have Shri Piyush Narayan Sharma Garu, the Controller General, IC of the Indian Bureau of Mines. Ladies and gentlemen, for all these people who have patiently helped us with so many insights, give a big, big round of applause. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us. Thank you. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it may interest you to know that there are so many interesting sessions coming up 20 minutes away after this amazing lunch break. You have beautiful delicacies outside here. You can have your lunch and we all will meet for the next session. We shall all meet at 2:45 p.m. Enjoy your lunch, everyone. Thank you so much. To give a little bit introduction about the next session, it is on the International Best Practices at 2:45 p.m. Ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.